people think success is. I actually feel successful right now, even though, I don't have an album out or a video or a song on the radio.
No, I think that it was probably taken out of context. What I was saying is that I make my music for young black youth because I'm a young black youth myself.
Lauryn Hill was the voice of a generation, Grammy-winning, iconic, and unforgettable. Then, just like that, she disappeared. No follow-up albums, no steady presence, just silence. But what if it wasn't burnout or choice? What if someone powerful made her vanish? Now, MC Lyte hints that Sean Diddy Combs might have played a role. Let's dive into the clues behind Lauryn's sudden silence. Lauryn Hill was everywhere. Her music was on every radio, every playlist. The miseducation of Lauryn Hill wasn't just an album, it was a movement, redefining hip-hop and soul for millions. Then suddenly, no second album, no steady new music, no interviews, just silence. It shocked fans and industry insiders alike. Artists that iconic don't just disappear by accident. The question started, was it personal struggles, creative burnout, or something darker? Whispers began to swirl about powerful figures in the industry who might have wanted her gone. And now MC Lyte is fueling those rumors, pointing a finger at Sean Diddy Combs, one of the biggest moguls in music.
Lauryn Hill's album has the most success. But then she stops dropping albums. I mean, she had like the MTV Unplugged album, but she doesn't really drop a real follow-up to this diamond-selling album. You guys are still close. Did she tell you why she stopped making albums?
She just felt uninspired.
Before the silence, Lauryn Hill was unstoppable. She started young, overcoming early setbacks like being booed at the Apollo at 13, then rose to fame with the Fugees, blending rap and soul like no one before. Their album The Score won 2 Grammys and changed hip-hop forever. Then came her solo debut, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which sold over 10 million copies and earned 5 Grammys, including Album of the Year. Lauryn wasn't just an artist, she was a voice for truth, raw emotion, and unfiltered storytelling. But that authenticity didn't sit well in an industry built on control and conformity. Lauryn's refusal to compromise her art and message made her a threat. And in this business, threats don't last long.
But instead I chose to use my heart. Now the joy.
Lauryn isn't the only artist whose career fizzled after a meteoric rise under Diddy's orbit. Groups like Danity Kane and Day 26 rose fast and fell faster. Whispers of blackballing, sabotage, and shelved projects follow Diddy's name. Now MC Lyte hints Lauryn may have been next in line.
No, I think that it was probably taken out of context. What I was saying is that I make my music for young black youth because I'm a young black youth myself. And there's a message in my songs.
Yes.
And that's for people who look and come from the same areas that I do. That doesn't mean that my music isn't universal.
So you don't mind white people? So you never said, I don't want white people to buy my music?
I'm not stupid.
Right.
I'm a musician, but I like to consider myself a businesswoman.
I mean, your manager's a white guy, right?
Yeah, he is.
Right.
So what was said?
At first glance, Lauryn and Diddy seem worlds apart, but they crossed paths. Both were involved with the Refugee Project, and they shared the stage at the 2023 Roots Picnic. Could these ties mask a darker story? Industry insiders suggest powerful forces didn't want Lauryn speaking her truth, and that Diddy's influence might have closed doors for her. After her groundbreaking debut, Lauryn's follow-up never came. Instead, she faced lawsuits, rumors of unreliability, and even prison time for tax issues. Her reputation shifted from genius to difficult, but Lauryn says it was pressure to conform and manipulation that pushed her away. The industry wanted control. She wanted freedom.
Because I think that what I've consciously decided to do is be patient and wait for those instructions again, as opposed to the instructions from the record company. I can't, unfortunately, I can't fulfill their needs. I can't, because it's devoid of all feeling, you know what I mean? I have to make sure that what I create, I never want to condescend. There are a lot of people who condescend to the audience. They just think, oh, they like anything, just throw a beat on it and put your voice on it. But if it doesn't move me, then I don't think it's worthy enough to put out there and move someone else, you know what I mean? Like has to be something that is personally, is something that I need personally. That's my barometer for whether or not.
Lauryn wasn't weak. She was fighting to keep her soul intact. She said her label never even asked how to help her make another album. Imagine that. One of the greatest voices silenced by neglect and politics. Her defiance cost her dearly. But maybe she wasn't gone by choice. Maybe she was pushed out quietly, deliberately.
My concept of successful living is escaping the matrix, as we talked about, It has very little to do with what people think success is. I actually feel successful right now, even though, I don't have an album out or a video or a song on the radio.
Did Lauryn Hill walk away, or was she forced out? She refused to bend, refused to be packaged, and the whispers say that made her a problem for powerful people. MC Lyte hints there's more to this story than meets the eye. Is it coincidence or a calculated silencing? Lauryn Hill didn't disappear because she failed. She disappeared because she fought. Lauryn Hill was a force no one could ignore. Maybe that's why the industry tried to silence her. What do you think? Did Diddy play a role in her disappearance? Or is this just another tragic music industry story? Drop your thoughts below. Like, share, and subscribe. Because Lauryn's story deserves to be heard, and justice deserves a voice.